दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी श्रीराधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे श्रीकृष्णचैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम कृष्णपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनाथाय नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नीलाचलनिवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्राय शुभद्रव्यं श्रीजगन्नाथाय ते नमः। Welcome devotees to this session of Dham Yatra, that is to Sri Kshetra Puri. Today we'll be discussing about the pastimes of Sri Jagannath. Oh, no worries, Prabhu. Just okay. I think we can start with. Is it audible?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Yes.
So today we'll be discussing the pastimes of Sri Jagannath as we set off our mood for tomorrow's event, that is Rath Yatra of the Trinity, that is Jagannath, Baladeva and Subhadra. And how many of us know the pastime of how Jagannath has appeared? You can raise your hands in this. It's a hand raise option, right? Ashwat, Prabhu, do you know how Jagannath has appeared in this world?
No, Prabhu, I don't have that much idea, Prabhu,
Okay.
on that.
Vamshi Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Do you know how Jagannath has appeared in this universe?
I know, but I don't know it is correct or not.
Okay.
So,
Kundan Prabhu and Rakesh Prabhu, I think you might have idea.
I know, Prabhu.
Yes, yes. Okay, Prabhu. Yes, yes. So firstly, we'll just discuss how the name Jagannath. Jagannath, the name has two syllables, that is Jagat and Nath. Jagat means the universe and Nath is the Lord or the Father. And the title of the today's class, the Lord of Universe, that himself says that today's we are discussing about the Lord of Universe, that is Jagannath. And we have seen that there is unique form of Jagannath. We tell that it's Krishna, but he doesn't look like Krishna because he's black. He's not in a complete form. So today we'll all go through that pastime of how Jagannath has taken this beautiful form. So as we can see on the screen, this is called Sri Mandir. It is located in place called Puri in Orissa. We can all visit someday and take the divine darshan of Jagannath. And this place, what we are seeing here, this is called the Sudarshana Chakra, and this is the Mandapam. And we can, yeah, the session of today is the Lord of Universe, and we should be. I mean, let us offer some gratitude to Srila Prabhupada, by whose mercy today we are able to discuss this beautiful pastime of Sri Jagannath. Yeah. The first thing we have to set a note of is the introduction. And the photo we are seeing on the screen, his name is King Indradyumna. Are you on the same page? Hare Krishna. Okay. So King Indradyumna was he was king of a place called Avanti. Avanti is the region of Madhya Pradesh, and presently it's somewhere near Ujjain. So King Indradyumna, he used to rule this place. And King Indradyumna had very strong desire of seeing the Parabrahma. Who is that Parabrahma? It's none other than Krishna himself, as according to scriptures, and we have discussed previously, right? So had this desire of seeing Krishna face to face, and but we know what is the process to for this yuga, that is in the age of Kali, the seeing to experience that bliss and to see Krishna, that is Harinam Sankirtan. So that day, I mean that era, he wanted to see, that was taken in Satya Yuga. He wanted to see the Parabrahma face to face. Being a king, he asks all the priests, how do I see the Parabrahma? He asks many priests, like, how do I find? So many priests come up, search this here and thither, and one priest come up with a solution, telling that, oh Indradhyumna, oh King Indradhyumna, there is a place called Neelachala Parvata in Utkala Desha. Utkala Desha is present Orissa that we can see. And he tells that, oh Indradhyumna, there is a place called Pradesha, and there is a Parvata called Neelachala Parvata. If you go there, you can see the Parabrahma face to face. And being very anxious and very desireful to see the Parabrahma, this King Indradyumna, who you are able to see on the screen, he tells all the priests, like, he tells the main priests, arrange many people who are going to this place. One go, out of this, there was a priest's son whose name was Vidhyapati. Vidhyapati was the son of the priest in the main hall of King Indradyumna, and the priest orders Vidyapati, who was his son, to take all the people together. Okay, let's go to second slide. Yeah, you can see in this slide that a Brahmana is coming and telling King Indradyumna, oh King Indradyumna, you please go to this place and you can find the Parabrahma. Are you on the same page, devotees? Hare Krishna. Am I going too fast? This is first time taking a session, so you can let me know. Okay, bro. We can see on the screen that the Brahmana is telling you can go to this place. So the Brahmana's son, who was Vidyapati, he will ask him to go, and Vidyapati, they will all take his paraphernalia, this is horses and all the soldiers, in order to find this place called Utkala Pradesha, I mean Neelachala Parvata. As they go, many people, Vidyapati will tell, you go to the east, you go to the west, you go to the south, you go to the north. And all these people start searching for this place, that is Neelachala Parvata. And many days pass away, and many people try searching for Neelachala Parvata, and many of them fail to do so. And they come back telling king that, oh king, we couldn't find. And Vidyapati, he was also one of the person who was trying to find this. And Vidyapati, after going a very long distance, he tries to take rest, and all the accompanying people who are with Vidyapati, they tell, oh Vidyapati, yes Prabhu, I'm just going in, not very in detail, I'm just going in the basics that I understand. Sorry Prabhu.
No problem, Prabhu. I'm just like saying to other
Yes, yes,
devotees.
yes. You can put your add-ons.
Uh,
The basis I'm taking here is Skanda Purana. There are many pastimes on how Jagannath has come. There is Skanda Purana and Padma Purana and Puri Mahatmya. There is different descriptions. What I am using is what I have heard from the senior Vaishnavas. I'm just repeating it, whatever is there. Yeah,
no worries, Prabhu.
so we were here. Yeah, the Brahmana and Vidyapati, he reaches this place and he tells that, okay, today I am very tired. We are going to take rest. And all the people who are accompanying Vidyapati, they tell, oh, oh Vidyapati, there is a Sabara tribe here, out of which there is one person called Vishwavasu. Vishwavasu, he always gives shelter to the people who are traveling like this. And Vidyapati tells, okay, chalo, let's go take rest at that person. Yeah, he usually gives shelter to the devotees whoever come to that place. Being in Savara tribe who was in low class, but Vidyapati was in higher Brahmana class. Yet Vidyapati had to take rest, as it had been very long time that he had been searching for the Parabrahma, or that is Neelachala Parvata. As he goes there, and he knocks the door of Vishwavasu's house, who was from Sabra tribe. He knocks the door, and a person, a young lady who was aged about 16 to 17 old, she opens the door and she tells that, welcome to our home, but my father, Vishwavasu, he has been out. He'll be coming in meantime. Please wait as my father comes. So Vidyapati and his team, Vidyapati and his few people, they wait and actually by the time all the people go out, only Vidyapati is staying there. So Vidyapati enters the home and waits for Vishwavasu, who is the father of this little 16-year to 17-year-old lady whose name was Lalita. So Lalita's father Vishwavasu, after some time, he comes to this place. I mean his home where Vidyapati is taking rest. Vishwasu apologies Vidyapati, telling that, oh, Brahmana, I am very sorry. I couldn't come on time as I had some work. Vishwasu initially he doesn't reveal about the work he is doing because I'll later on tell what was happening. So he tells, oh, really sorry, oh Brahmana, I couldn't come on time. I hope my daughter Lalita has taken good care of you. And he tells that, and Vidyapati tells, okay, oh, he offers his pranams to Vishwavasu and tells that this is I am coming here for. He doesn't reveal the reason initially, and Vishwavasu offers, I mean, gives place to live in that place. And days pass by, and he takes shelter. And suspiciously, Vidyapati, who was a Brahmana, he sees this daily that Sabara tribe clan, Vishwavasu. Tribe is meant to be the tribe of pig eaters or who take care of pigs. It is a very low class family compared to the higher caste as Vishwavasu is a Brahmana. He sees this suspicious that Vishwavasu, who was from Sabara tribe, he goes everywhere. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hemakiran Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Welcome.
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
We are discussing the pastime of how Jagannath appears in this universe.
Jai, Jai.
So here we are now in the context of Vidyapati and Vishwavasu's um, interaction. So I am continuing from there, Prabhu. Okay. Yeah, Vishwavasu and Vidyapati, they are in a conversation. I mean, they're not in a conversation. They tell Vidyapati sees this suspicious that being from such a low caste family, this person goes every day to one place and comes back evening with so much. By the time Vishwavasu comes back, he's anointed with so much of sandalwood paste, and there's so much of fragrance coming from his body. So Vidyapati is suspicious on, I mean, as we Gen Z people, sus bro. Yeah, he was like, what is this sus bro? And he says that being from such a low caste family, how is this person able to afford sandalwood? And how is he so fragrantful? And being suspicious, um, he sees this every day. And slowly, gradually, what happens is, as Vidyapati is in this place and Vishwavasu being in this place, uh, Lalita, who was kept on serving Vidyapati, they both fall in love, and af- and later on stages, they actually marry each other. Vidyapati and Lalita, who was 16 to 17 years girl, they both marry each other. Being happy on this, now after marriage, being the son-in-law, Vidyapati asks Lalita, oh, Lalita, I have married you now. I have seen your father going every day to this one place and coming back every day at evening, anointed with sandalwood paste and so much of fragrance. Where does he go? And Lalita tells that, oh, sorry, sorry, sorry. You are my husband. Oh, Shri Ram. Hare Krishna, Shri Ram Prabhu. Yeah. Lalita tells his husband, who was Vidyapati, like, I am sorry, I'm not eligible to reveal this to you. My father has told not to reveal this to us because um, actually behind the scenes, what Vidyapati, Hare Krishna Gopi Prabhu. Yeah. Now,
Hare Krishna,
where was I?
Prabhuji.
Rakesh Prabhu. Where was I?
She told that she's not fit
Yeah, yeah.
to reveal that truth to her.
Vidyapati asks his 16 to 17-year-old wife, telling that, um, can you reveal what your father does every day going to that place? He comes back with this anointed sandalwood paste and so much of fragrance. And Lalita tells that, I am sorry, I can't reveal you this because my father has taken a promise from me that I shall never reveal this to you. And Vidyapati tells that now you are married to me. You are supposed to share this to you. Being a husband, you're supposed to share whatever it is. And yes, Lalita accepts this and tells that my father goes and goes to this place where Neelachala Parvata and worships this deity which is made of uh, it's called, yeah, Utkala Neelamali, and he wor he worships this Neela Madhav deity. Neela Madhav deity, which is Shanku Chakra Gada Padma of Krishna's deity, or Narayana, we can assume. And now Vidyapati is very, I mean, he is surprised. It is the same deity that he had promised that in Indradyumna Maharaj he would get back with. And now, being very surprised, now he tells Lalita, Lalita, can you arrange? Yeah, can you tell your father? Can your father take me with him? And yes, but actually, initially, as Lalita approaches her father, who was Vishwavasu, he denies because it was a topmost secret. In case if we have a diamond, we would never mind sharing that to anybody, right? In the same way, Vishwavasu denies actually. And later on, there is this Lalita tells that if you don't reveal this to me, I will commit suicide. And hence, being frightened, he tells, okay, I will take Vidyapati with me, but in one condition, that he should be blindfolded. And Vidyapati accepts this condition of being blindfolded, and he takes Vidyapati and Vishwavasu go to this place where Neela Madhav was being worshipped, and being very smart and accompanying his wife. Yeah, the wife gives mustard seeds. Yeah, this is the photo we can see in the screen, that Vishwavasu is going here and his wife, and this is Vidyapati. Being very smart, she gives him mustard seeds so that as he goes through the route, he can pour some of the mustard seeds on the road, and later when he comes back, he can have map of that route wherever he has traveled, and he can find the DT again back. Now, yeah, as they reach Neelachala, that is this place where Neela Madhav was worshipped, they see this deity. I mean, go thanks to Gopal Krishna Prabhu for making this beautiful PPT. Yeah, they go and see that there is a murti of Sri Mahavishnu or Krishna or Narayana, we can assume. I don't actually have the detail of the deity, but the deity has Shanku Chakra Gada Padma, and he sees, and Vidyapati and Vishwavasu. Vishwavasu tells that you wait here, I will go bring some beautiful flowers to offer it to the deity. And Vidyapati, as he waits for Vishwavasu, he sees that a crow near the river where the deity was there, a crow falls asleep and falls into a river. As it falls into a river, it gets a four-handed form, that is Shanku Chakra Gada Padma, four-handed form, just like Sri Mahavishnu, and goes back to Vaikunta. Now Vidyapati is very surprised seeing such a great miracle happening, that a crow falling into a river has transformed its body into a four-handed form and is going back to Vaikunta, and he is very astonished, and he goes near the, and now he's thinking, okay, the main thing that the main purpose of human life is to go back to Vaikunta. I will go on the tree and jump into the water, and so that I can also go return to Vaikunta. But then now Ashariri comes and tells, hey Vidyapati, please don't do this. you have an higher, I mean, you are supposed to go and inform this to Indradyumna. And now Vidyapati gets back, and Vishwavasu, he doesn't notice this and comes back, and he finishes all his chores of offerings to the deity, and they both get back. And Vidyapati is again blindfolded. He is folded with a black cloth, and they bring him back. And now, seeing this huge miracle, Vidyapati is very happy, and I'm now he is now he informs to Vishwavasu, telling that, "Oh, thank you for keeping me in your home and serving me for many long days. Now I shall take you to a royal place where there is King Indradyumna, and let him know that there is a deity like this." As soon as Vishwavasu gets to know that his deity, that is Neela Madhav, the whole scenario where he has seen that he has come here, and now he is very scared that he would go tell his Indradyumna Maharaj that the Neela Madhav deity is over here, and he was very scared that the deity might get lost, or they might steal this deity and keep it over there. So, being very, um, I mean, it's the deity that he has been worshipped from very, very long. So, being very frightened of deity getting lost, he takes and binds Vidyapati in his home. As he binds Vidyapati, now Vidyapati and Lalita come to a conclusion that Lalita goes and tells to his father Vishwavasu, "If you don't leave my husband, I will again commit suicide." Blackmailing Vishwavasu in the for the love of his daughter, Vishwavasu tells, "Okay, I since I love you, I can't deny this to you," and he lets free Vidyapati. Now Vidyapati goes to this his king back goes back to his kingdom, telling King Indradyumna, "Oh Indradyumna, I have found this deity of Neela Madhav in Utkala Pradesha. Now you can accompany me. You can accompany with Brahmanas, and let's go to this place and take the darshan of Neela Madhav." And there, all the Brahmanas set up Muhurta, when to go. And as they set the Muhurta, now they are going on the way to see this place where Neela Madhav was found. As Indradyumna and Vidyapati go to this place of Utkala Pradesha where Neela Madhav was present, they see that everything is vanished. The deity is vanished. There is no place, and what he has seen before, everything is vanished. And Vidyapati is telling this to Indradyumna. And Indradyumna, who was very happy to hear the news that Neela Madhava, that is Parabrahma, is there, and he is going to take darshan of Parabrahma. He sees that everything, every dream of his, every wish of his is now erased. Being very sad and in sorrow, he cries and cries, and he takes this vow that, "Okay, I am not going to eat until and I see Parabrahma." As he sees this, and he meditates that he is not eating, and I will fast until I see Parabrahma. There is an Ashariri which comes and again tells, that was none other than Narayana or Krishna himself, who was coming in the form of Ashariri and telling that, "Oh Indradyumna, don't worry. I shall not give darshan now as Neela Madhav. I shall appear in the form of Daru Brahma. Daru Brahma, that is a wooden form. I will, I mean, I shall send a wooden block which will contain these marks of Shanku Chakra Gada Padma, that is conch shell, chakra, and a Gada and a lotus, in through a river named Mahanadi. Await for this log, and I shall give darshan as Daru Brahma." And the king goes to this place and waits for this log to come back, and the log comes with very beautiful red scented, and the four marks of Shanku Chakra Gada Padma. And as they bring this, now they receive this blocks of food, and they take to this place, a beautiful temple which was constructed for this deities. They go to this place, and now, since the log of wood has been received, since they need somebody to carve the deities, right? So they don't know whom to appoint this. The king comes up with a statement that whoever does, first they call the greatest craftsman from their place, and every person tries to make the block of wood, like take their hammer and try to crave it. Everything, the metal is just melting off, and they're not just able to do this. And every man try, multiple people try to carve the wooden block, and nothing is possible. So now a person called who was none other than Vishwakarma, he comes there and he tells that I will carve the deity, but on one condition: I shall go into a room for 21 days and nobody shall disturb me. And this happens. Yeah, we can see this is the block of wood where they're bringing. Yeah, he is Vishwakarma. Vishwakarma is the form where he comes and tells, I will be carving this form. And yeah, he goes into this telling that 21 days I'll be carving this deity and nobody shall open the door whatsoever happens inside. And yeah, now the person who was Vishwakarma, he goes inside and starts his craftsman, that is making the, I mean, making the form of Bhagavan from the blocks of wood. And 21 days is what the deal he has with Indradyumna Maharaj. And 5 days pass by, 10 days pass by, and 14 days pass by. They don't hear the sound of, usually when a craftsman makes something, we do hear the sound of hammer hitting the nail, right? But unfortunately, here the scene is different. Nobody, the queen doesn't hear, the king doesn't hear anything. There was no sound from this room, which was locked for 21 days. And being very frightened, and the queen comes up with a statement like, what if the man had left his body inside the room? Being very frightened, what happens is they tell that, okay, open the room doors. What if the man has left the body? They open the door and they see this incomplete form. We can see this. Yeah, you can see this on the photo. See, the hands are not crafted completely. The body is incomplete. The eyes are very big. It doesn't seem to be like a complete form. That is, it seems to be like an incomplete form. And now um, we can see this form of big eyes, big mouth, unfinished hands, unfinished body. And now the king is in sorrow, telling that, oh, what a blunder I have done. The craftsman who was Vishwakarma had told me previously that not to open the door for 21 days. Unfortunately, I opened early and he sees that there was no person. The old man who was craftsman, Vishwakarma, was vanished over there. And now he is in sorrow and telling that, what shall I do? I have committed such a blunder. And now he is telling that, okay, I am going to leave my body. I have committed such a blunder. And as he ca- goes to kill himself and commit a suicide, Narada Muni, Narada Muni comes and appears, telling that, oh, Indradyumna, it is not your mistake. It was the will of Narayana or Shri Krishna to appear in this form. So there was a pastime behind why Jagannath has appeared here. So Krishna was in Dwaraka. Krishna had 16,108 wives, and all were willing to listen to the pastimes of Krishna in Vrindavan. Krishna with his mother Yashoda, Krishna with the cows, and Krishna how he played with Balaram. And very keen to listen to these pastimes, Rukmini Devi, who was like chief of all the wives over there, she was narrating the story to each, and I mean, as when Krishna was out, Krishna, Subhadra, and Balaram, they go out of the Sabha, they go out to work, assume, and now Rukmini Devi in a very um, a room where everything is not disclosed properly. She tells the story very softly that Krishna was like this. He was playing with the cows. He killed these many asuras. He saved the Vrajvasis in such a way. Listening to these pastimes, the sweet pastimes, every wife of Krishna were very interested and they fall into this. They were very interested to this. And as Rukmini Devi was elaborately telling the pastimes of Shri Krishna and Krishna with the cows, Krishna enters to this place and he listens from the window, seeing that Rukmini Devi is elaborately. I mean, she was describing each and every pastime. Seeing these pastimes as Subhadra Devi and Balram comes, listening to their own pastimes, they become so involved in that pastimes. Those eyes bloom up and their hands shrink inside, and the body is in such a form that, yeah, we have seen this form, right? Yeah. Their form becomes like this as Rukmini Devi elaborately tells this pastimes. And now Narada Muni comes into this place, seeing this form of beautiful form of Jagannath, and tells that, "Oh Lord, you have adorned such a beautiful form. I have never seen you in this form. And now it's my wish that as I have got this darshan of Jagannath, I mean Krishna in the form of this way, I want you to give darshan in this form." And Narada Muni tells that it was wish of my wish to Krishna that Krishna has is giving darshan in such way. And now Vidyapati, I mean, who was Indradyumna, being very happy. Now he he sees Jagannath in this form and offers his prayers. Now he doesn't know how to do. There was pratishtha. Every temple, what we do is we have to pratishtapane. We do our pratishtapane, right? We install the deities where every new deity. Yeah, and Indradyumna didn't know whom to invite to install these deities, so he goes to Brahma to tell Brahma, call Brahma himself to install this deity. And he goes there and he invites Brahma. By the time he returns back, okay, he returns back. There would have been ages. We have seen this movie called Interstellar, right? One day in that place will be equivalent to 230 years over here. So Indradyumna, he'll go call Brahma. By the time they both return down, the temple, everything plays. I mean, there is one more pastime that is connecting. A person who is riding a horse, he'll slip and fall down. He checks there is a very sharp item that is as the horse is stumbled on. Initially, I've showed you this photo of, yeah, this photo of Sudarshana Chakra, right? So previously the temple was, this is another aspect of story. The temple full was covered by the sand by the time this person who was Indradyumna had come down. The horse comes and stumbles down, and as they dig, they found this beautiful temple of Sri Mandir. And now, as they found this temple, now Indradyumna is coming and debating, "Hey, this temple I have built. This is my temple. It belongs to me." And now the person is telling, "No, no, no, I have dug the whole sand. Yeah, I don't know who you are. How can I tell you that this is your temple?" And now to mark the results, I mean, to check what the authenticate result, what I mean, whom does the temple belong to? A crow appears. It was named Kaka Kusumba or Kaka Bhushundi. Yeah, sorry. It was Kaka Bhushundi. Kaka Bhushundi was a crow which was very long. It's believed that Kaka Bhushundi had even witnessed Ramayana. So now Kaka Bhushundi tells that this is the temple of Indradyumna, not the temple of that person. And now Indradyumna is happy, and he builds this beautiful temple and installs the deity of Jagannath. And he actually promises Jagannath, "Oh Jagannath, I have committed such a blunder of opening this place. I promise you that by the time you eat one meal and you come back with and you wash your hands, I will keep ready another meal." We can see this beautiful, yeah, this is called, yeah. And Indradyumna promises Jagannath, by the time you eat one meal and wash your hands, there would be another meal ready to eat. And that's why Jagannath, as we go, we see Jagannath. If you go to Jagannath, you will only see prasadam all over. You can see big pots of such prasadam being carried by big men like this. And we usually don't see it in our South Indian temples. We usually get donne prasada, ishtish puliogare they give, that's all. But in Jagannath Puri, you get plates of prasadam, 56 varieties, which is called chappan bhog in their language, is offered to Jagannath. And now let's discuss the pastime. of how why Jagannath is offered with so much of Hare Krishna Prabhu. Okay, Prabhu, sure. Hare Krishna Prabhu. 1 second. I'll connect my ear. Uh, okay, Prabhu. That's okay. Now let's discuss the pastime of why Jagannath has appeared in such a form. Bhagavan, when he appears, he will fulfill the wishes of multiple devotees. Like now, we can discuss why Jagannath has appeared in Anna Brahman form, where he is serving his devotees with so much of prasadam. One day, Narada Muni, as we know, we have seen here in the PPT, his form. Yeah, yeah. Narada Muni, he goes to Vaikunta and he sees Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi and Narada being the greatest devotee of Sri Mahavishnu, Krishna, Narayana. Narada Muni tells, "Oh Devi, I have never requested a boon from you. I request this one small boon from you." Lakshmi Devi being very merciful, "Oh Narada, whatever you request, yeah, I shall give it to you." And Narada asks for this boon of, I want this prasadam of your Patideva, that is Sri Mahavishnu Narayana, little prasadam of his. And Mahalakshmi, she being very merciful onto Narada, she gives prasadam, and Narada very happily he takes that prasadam. As he relishes the prasadam, he dances, and he reaches Kailasha. Kailasha is the place of Shiva. True, am I too fast? Any okay. Nobody is talking to Hemukiran Prabhu. Any add-ons, Prabhu?
No add-on, Prabhuji. I'm just releasing. Please continue.
Okay, Prabhu. Uh, Yeah, on Narada, very happily he dances and reaches Kailasha. As he reaches, we know that Kailasha is the residence of Lord Shiva. And Shiva is very astonished seeing Narada dancing. Oh, Narada, why are you dancing like this, like a madman? Why are you dancing? What is the reason for your happiness? Narada tells, I have got the greatest benediction ever. I have tasted the prasadam of the greatest thing. How can I eat? Yes, he didn't, and Shiva is shocked now. How can you do this to me? And Shiva very eagerly now he started searching. He searches for, then he gets one grain of rice at is the tip of nail. It was, yeah, he takes one grain of rice from the nails of Narada Muni and he takes and honors the prasadam. And now Narada and Shiva both dance in joy as they have tasted, I mean, prasadam of Krishna. They dance in joy, and in this scene, Devi, Parvati Devi will appear. And again, the same thing, whatever Shiva was taking from, I mean, asked to Narada, Parvati asks, and Narada Muni, thus, what is the reason for your happiness? And they tell, we have tasted the prasadam of Krishna. And now Parvati Devi is like, please give me some also. Narada Muni and Shiva are like, it's done. Golden things are done. We have already eaten it. And now Parvati Devi is very sad and she gets angry, very angry, and she goes to she goes into meditative mood, meditating, and all the demigods come up. And since she was very angry, the universe is shattering, and all the demigods go to Krishna, and that is Narayana, and tell that this is the reason, please come and save. And Narayana will appear in front of Parvati Devi, telling that why are you so angry, why are you doing like this. And she complains to Narayana, telling that your devotees Narada and Shiva, they have eaten prasadam, not even leaving a grain for me as well. And seeing this, Narayana being very merciful on his devotee, he tells that okay, he'll tell, I'll give prasadam, don't worry. But being in motherly affection, who is Parvati Devi, always mother has an upper step than father. So Parvati Devi tells, not only to me, I want your prasadam to my devotees as well. I mean, my children as well. Then Narayana, Krishna, he tells that, don't worry, I will appear as Lord Jagannath, who is Anna Brahman, and there will be this place called Anand Bazar, where we chant and do this Sankirtan. But Jagannath is so merciful that you don't even chant, you don't do anything. Just by eating prasadam, you get my blessings. Not even chant, not in by tapas, not homa, not this, not that. Just by eating prasadam, that's the easiest thing that a man can do to live. Just to take his prasadam and eat. And according to the scriptures, I mean, yeah. And where was I? Yeah. He gives this benediction, and Jagannath appears, and we can go witness this in Jagannath Puri. First, the Naivedyam is offered first to Jagannath, and then it goes to Bimala Devi. Bimala Devi, who was none other than Parvati, as we discussed now. And Bimala Devi, first it's offered to Jagannath, it becomes Prasad. And as soon as it's offered to Bimala Devi, it becomes Mahaprasadam. And after offering this to Bimala Devi, it comes to a place called Anand Bazar. Anand Bazar, and as we see in Tirupati, the sanctum of Venkateshwara, Lord Venkateshwara is Ananda Nilayam. As soon as you enter to that Nilayam, you get happiness. In the same way, in Jagannath Puri, as Krishna has appeared in as form of Jagannath, just by honoring his prasadam, you get Anand. That is happiness. And it is stated in the scriptures that even if a dog comes and eats in the place of Anand Bazar, that is Jagannath Prasadam, yet you can still take the prasadam that was in the dog's mouth and take it and eat it. I myself experiences this. Recently, when I had visited to Puri, I have seen many people in one plate. Usually in our temples or what, if we eat in one plate, or you can't see devotees eating in one plate, right? It is considered unclean and asuchi, right? But in Anand Bazar, being prasadam, Jagannath Prasadam, they consider it that prasadam is the greatest thing that can never be contaminated. You can see multiple people eating in one just plate. You the priest himself, he'll come and eat in the plate, and the same plate you can also honor. Once I was drinking this drink called Tanka Torani. It was my first experience in Anand Bazar. It was during Rath Yatra time. Everybody were drinking this, and they gave me a glass of this Tanka Toran. Tanka Toran is like majge, normal majge that we see. And without sipping it, I from a distance I started drinking it. Everybody in that region, like, they're scolding me, hey Mahaprabhu ka prasad kaise jhoota ho sakta hai. Then they were asking me to literally sip that, and the same sip thing they'd again dig it and again give it to the same person. So they consider Mahaprasad the greatest thing, and it can never be contaminated. And this is the photo of the Mahaprasad. I found it in Google. So, like this, there are 56 varieties offered to Jagannath 8 times a day. There are different Gopal Bhog is offered. Then there are different bhogs. Eight bhogs are offered to Jagannath, of which 56 varieties. This is one of the bhog that is offered. We can go to Jagannath someday by Gopal Krishna Prabhu's mercy. If he takes, we can all go to this place, and we can relish this prasadam. And tomorrow being Rath Yatra, Jagannath is the only deity in this universe. You can see Govinda, you can see Guru Ayyappan. Nobody, they come with so much of mercy that telling his devotees, you might be lazy, you might sleep on the road, you might never come to me. We go to temple only on Sundays, right? We never go daily. But Bhagavan is so merciful that don't worry, even if you're lazy, even if you're diseased, even if you're outcasted person, don't worry. I myself will come out and give darshan to you. We can see that Jagannath has, we can see eyes of Jagannath. Yeah, this is called Sonabesh. We can see that Jagannath is uh, garmented with so much of jewels over there. We can see that Shanku over here. We can see the golden conch over here. Very beautiful way. Jagannath is coming out in his Rath, that is his cart. Jagannath, Baladev, and Subhadra, all the three Trinity. This is Baladev, and this is Subhadra, and this is Jagannath. All the three are so merciful that you might be lazy, you might be so and so person, but I am merciful always. I will come and give darshan. And there is a one devotee had told me, I remember this. Jagannath is so merciful that he has very big eyes, and he'll zoom the amount of purity or goodness in you. And since he doesn't have eyelashes, you can see he doesn't have eyelashes, he'll never see the negativity in you. That is the mercy of Jagannath. And just by taking darshan of Jagannath in on the Rath, the cycle of birth, old age, disease is just vanished, and you'll never take birth on this world again. That is the pastime. And tomorrow, being the Rath Yatra, by the grace of Srila Prabhupada, every ISKCON, the Ratha Yatra, this festival is celebrated in each and every part of the world. San Francisco, Pakistan, and New York, Switzerland, UK, every country, this Rath Yatra is celebrated by mercy of Srila Prabhupada. And tomorrow as well in Bangalore, we'll be celebrating Rath Yatra. And I invite each and every devotee who has joined to this class to be present over there. And let us take the blessings of this Trinity, Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra. Thank you, Gopal Krishna. Thanks to Gopal Krishna Prabhu who has given me this opportunity. I mean, I've been stuttering here and there. It is my first time giving a class to so many people. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, devotees. If you have any doubts, you can raise it now.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Bro, I want to see everyone. Come on the video. Ashwath is only one good boy who's hearing my words. Hare Krishna Mahakal Prabhu. Vamshi Likit.
Comment.
We stand for offering best parents to the learner. What are the best things we have in our
See,
life?
why don't you show your beautiful face here during class so that we can see your smiling face when you are narrating